Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Bhupesh. Hope you're doing perfectly well. Normally, when you work in your production-based environments, when your application or users are saying that your application is running very slow, but your CPU and memory look fine, so where's the real problem? So in this today's video or session, I'll show you how Grafana Tempo tracing helps you to track real transactions end to end. Meaning, we will cover top 10 KPIs for transaction monitoring, especially on latency, errors, slow spans and traces, dependency bottlenecks, and tail latency. You'll see exactly which service, which API or database cell is breaking your request using real traces and tempo queries, right? So there'll be no theory, just a practical tracing that actually finds issues. So let's go ahead and trace it with the help of tempo. So let me talk about quick on to the infrastructure of the platform. I have a K3D mini cube cluster where I have installed Grafana, where I've installed tempo. Let me show you the pods. So I've installed Grafana Tempo, and there's a popular application called Hot for generating the traffic. So I can simply done the port forwarding of that application so that I can get all the traces pertaining to this application on my Tempo. And this is my application I'm talking about. If I am not wrong, let me quickly open this. Yeah. So this is the application. Let me quickly generate a lot of traces with more latency so that we should get a lot of data to uh, do analysis using those top 10 KPIs. Right. So this is the popular application for doing this. So I've done a lot of latency. Now we'll see all those magics in my funnel. So let me open the edge where I will be dealing it on Grafana. So you can quickly take the Grafana admin credentials using the secrets, and then I hope I don't want to log in again. That's what I'm expecting. Yes, no need to log in. And then you can come back on this explore. The tempo is already there. So normally it is very easy to write queries on PromQL like Prometheus, LogQ, and especially on Logi logs. But it is very difficult to write queries on, the transaction tracing. So let's quickly decode those top 10 queries that we should be familiar, and then let's see what we can understand from, and then set up alerts according to that, right? So so these are the top 10 queries which we'll be dealing it today. Let me quickly open into this VS Code so that it becomes better for understanding. Yeah. So first of all, the first and the foremost condition of finding out the low traces or the duration which is having more than 1 second, the slowest traces. So we can simply run this query as duration is greater than 1 second. So we'll get all the traces which are more than running for more than 1 second. See, these are the slow traces or slow transactions, or you can say for that matter. Now, if I want to see slow transaction for this service particularly, so I can run the query like this. So I'm just trying to explain all the queries that we normally run to understand how my applications are behaving. So if I do this too, I'll get all the transactions which is taking more than 2 seconds for this service. So there are two transactions. I can quickly get into details of these two transactions. Let's go back. Now, how to find out how many transactions are running out with an error? So simply you come here, you run this status equals to error, you will get all the transactions that are running with error. Now I want to filter out how many transactions are running with error for this application, and then set up an alert accordingly, right? So suppose I want to find out the service name Redis is running with error, so I can quickly span any one of the transaction, and I can see this is the Redis where it is running an error. I can quickly click on this and I will get onto the details where it is giving error. So get driver is the one which span is giving an error, right? I'll go back. Let me go click on to the next KPI. So I'm just quickly explaining you the all the important KPIs that are needed. So what are the 4xx and 5xx error normally we want to catch on our application so that we can set up alert? So these are two transactions that are running with 404 error. You see 404 errors is being coming on this front end API endpoint, right? So, and then simply set up an alert accordingly. So, this is the very important 404 KPI that we normally want to find out. Now, how to find out flow transaction for a particular endpoint? Same thing, we need to run it. This is my endpoint, not the service. This is my endpoint, and for this endpoint, for more than 1 second, these are the transactions. If I want to do it for uh, 2 seconds, let me see if I have it anything on this. Yeah. So let's see how many transactions are running with error with duration greater than 10 milliseconds. So this is again important. In transactions which are running with error and having greater than 10 second, oh sorry, 1 second actually. Yeah, I can see only one transaction. This is again a very important query to understand. How many transactions are running in on error with more than 1 second of latency? So this is another very important, you know, KPI. Now let's understand any particular user. We can say how many tests are running with many services. So that is again an important query that you should understand. So it will find out all the transactions with a count who's running on greater than 10 services. So yeah, that is something another interesting query. So you can actually find out so many queries and learn how it works. But and you can do all these things from here also without writing query. But I want to explain it from TraceQL, which is a very important thing to understand, just like PromQL and LogQL. TraceQL is also very important so that you can create your dashboards by your own, so that you don't need to depend on anything, right, without the MCPs and AI. But this is again important to understand. So that is pretty much. I'll take a pause. If you have anything else to talk about, you please put down into the comment section, and do not forget to like and subscribe the channel for more queries pertaining to Grafana and other important topics. Thank you for now. Bye bye.